Another dry and low humid day today didn't make it feel as bad, even though temperatures were able to get into the low 90s. Rain on radar is up to our northwest, but these are all falling apart. Now, we are benefiting from some of the remnant cloud cover, but I do think most of that rainfall will be gone before that little wave or system kind of moves our way. But again, increasing cloud cover late this afternoon, 91 degrees, our current temperature. Dew points still low, 65 degrees. Does make it feel a little bit better because there isn't much of a heat index. Now, dry air, especially this time of year, warms very efficiently. So we were able to get into the low 90s above average, but it also cools very efficiently. And we were well below our average low, down to 71 degrees on the south shore and 60s north of the lake. Quickly warmed up 80s and low 90s. But again, that humidity being low meant that we didn't have much of a heat index, running a couple of degrees above where we actually were. Dew points are still in the 60s and low 70s, and that's going to hang around into tomorrow, maybe Friday, but we are looking at kind of an onshore wind to start increasing humidity levels, not dramatically, as we head toward the end of the week and especially this weekend. Then another front moves through. The big question mark is just how dry we get. I don't know if we're going to see dew points in the 50s behind the front, and also how long that dry air will last. I'll kind of explain that coming up. What we have is that persistent upper level troughing. You can almost see another little wave coming out of the plains. That's helping to kick up some of the rainfall that we have around us at the moment. And this is a pattern which will continue on into Friday. By the weekend by the weekend, this upper troughing lifts to the north. So we kind of lose a lot of that drier air, which is why we're expecting the humidity to increase a bit. Then by Monday, it deepens once again and does send a front through, and an kind of persistent pattern over the area is great. This is the pattern that keeps us on the drier side, and also a pattern that, if we were to see anything threatening from the tropics, would keep it well away from the Gulf. Doesn't look like anything threatening, but is a good pattern. And what that upper troughing is going to help do is send another front our way. Best chance of rain is going to be on Sunday with this front moving through. Now here's where the models do differ a bit. They are all in agreement that the front will move south, but some of the models keep the front right near the coast, which would keep the mention of a few stray or spotty showers into early next week. The Euro, however, keeps that front well offshore and us mostly dry through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm more inclined to lean with the Euro right now based on just the depth of that upper trough, and that we have seen several troughs this season, and I'm keeping us dry going into early next week, but we'll see as we get a little bit closer. Here's that one feature bringing in those scattered showers, but as I mentioned, most of this rainfall wrapping up long before it gets to us, so I think us staying mostly dry through the overnight, maybe some more passing clouds. A dry start to our morning tomorrow. May have a spotty isolated shower, 10% or less. The model here trying to go with about a 20% chance for a few spotty showers on into Friday afternoon. Again, I think us mostly dry with a better chance of rain coming up on Sunday with the front. And I do keep us drier and less humid, also mostly sunny heading into early next week. Those weekend showers, not a big deal. We will be a little bit hotter and a little more humid this weekend, but very pleasant again next week.